For much of the world, Bolivia is represented by one extraordinary landscape. Salar de Uyuni, the immense white salt flat that can transform into a perfect mirror beneath seasonal water, has become one of South America's most recognizable images, but beyond its endless horizon lies a country of astonishing scale and contrast. Bolivia sits near the geographical heart of South America, yet much of its territory remains remarkably sparsely populated. From high above, enormous mountain ranges, empty plateaus, deep valleys, tropical forests, wetlands, and vast lowlands stretch across a nation far larger and more varied than its most famous destination suggests. The journey begins in the southwest, where Salar de Uyuni spreads across the Altiplano like an inland sea of white. Covering thousands of square kilometers, its almost perfectly flat surface creates a landscape so immense that distant mountains can appear to float above the horizon. During the dry season, geometric salt patterns stretch toward the distance beneath an intensely blue sky. When shallow water covers parts of the surface, that same landscape changes completely, reflecting clouds and mountains until the boundary between earth and sky almost disappears. Yet Uyuni is only the gateway to an even stranger high-altitude wilderness. Travel south and the white salt gives way to volcanic mountains, mineral deserts, windswept plains, and remote lagoons scattered across one of the harshest inhabited environments in the Andes. Laguna Colorada provides one of the region's most dramatic changes of color. Its reddish waters spread beneath volcanic ridges while pale mineral deposits, open grasslands, and groups of flamingos create an almost surreal scene thousands of meters above sea level. Farther across the Altiplano, other lagoons shift between turquoise, green, blue, and milky white depending on minerals, light, and weather. Each appears isolated within enormous plains where roads become faint tracks crossing landscapes with almost no visible settlement. Volcanoes dominate the horizon throughout this region. Their cones rise above barren valleys and high desert, some reaching well beyond 5,000 meters, while snow, exposed rock, and mineral-rich slopes add unexpected colors to an already otherworldly landscape. At Sal de Mañana, the volcanic forces beneath Bolivia become visible at the surface. Steam rises from geothermal fields, mud pools bubble among barren terrain, and the thin mountain air reinforces the feeling of traveling across a landscape still being actively shaped from below. North of Uyuni, the Altiplano continues towards some of Bolivia's most important highland cities. Broad plains stretch between mountain chains, settlements appear beneath enormous skies, and cultivated fields reveal how communities have adapted to life at extreme elevation. La Paz creates perhaps the most dramatic urban landscape in the country. Instead of occupying a broad plain, the city descends through an enormous canyon, with dense neighborhoods covering steep slopes while the snow-covered Cordillera Real rises spectacularly beyond. Above it sits El Alto, spread across the high plateau at more than 4,000 meters. From the air, the contrast is extraordinary. One vast urban landscape occupies the Altiplano while another falls dramatically into the valley immediately below. Beyond the cities, the Cordillera Real becomes increasingly dominant. Jagged snow-covered peaks form a towering wall northeast of La Paz, with glaciers, high valleys, turquoise lakes, and remote communities scattered beneath some of Bolivia's most dramatic mountains. Illimani stands above the region like an enormous white monument. Visible from great distances, its glaciated summit rises beyond the valleys south of La Paz and creates one of the most distinctive mountain skylines anywhere in South America. Travel northwest and the mountains descend toward Lake Titicaca. Sitting more than 3,800 meters above sea level, this enormous body of deep blue water stretches between Bolivia and Peru beneath a horizon of high Andean peaks. Along the Bolivian shore, steep hills descend toward quiet bays and agricultural terraces. Small communities occupy valleys beside the water, while distant mountains create an extraordinary combination of high-altitude lake scenery and snow-covered Andean wilderness. Near Copacabana, peninsulas extend into the lake and islands rise from intensely blue water. Isla del Sol is among the most culturally significant, with ancient pathways and archaeological sites connected to traditions that long predate modern national borders. But Bolivia's western highlands reveal only one layer of the country. East of the Cordillera Real, the land begins one of the most dramatic descents anywhere on the continent, falling thousands of meters from frozen Andean peaks toward humid subtropical valleys. These eastern slopes are known as the Yungas. Clouds gather around steep forested mountains, waterfalls descend into deep ravines, and narrow roads cling to enormous slopes where high-altitude grasslands rapidly transform into dense vegetation. Continue downward and the green becomes overwhelming. Rivers grow larger, mountains disappear beneath tropical forest, and Bolivia begins revealing a completely different identity, one that leads away from the famous salt flats toward the immense Amazonian world hidden beyond the Andes. Beyond the eastern Andes, Bolivia opens into an enormous tropical world. Mountains gradually disappear behind forested foothills, rivers spread across broad lowlands, and the cold, windswept Altiplano gives way to humid landscapes connected to the greater Amazon basin. The transformation is remarkable because these environments exist within the same country. Snow-covered peaks can feed rivers that eventually descend through cloud forest before joining tropical waterways surrounded by vegetation completely unlike anything found on Bolivia's high plateau. Madidi National Park protects part of this transition. Extending from high Andean environments toward Amazonian lowlands, its immense range of elevations creates an extraordinary collection of forests, rivers, mountains, and valleys within one protected landscape. From above, the lower regions appear almost endless. Rivers curve through dense rainforest, tributaries disappear beneath the canopy, and isolated ridges rise from a green horizon where roads and large settlements become increasingly difficult to find. Farther east, the Beni lowlands reveal a different kind of Amazonian landscape. Vast grasslands, wetlands, forests, and rivers spread across an enormous plain that can change dramatically between dry and rainy seasons. During periods of heavy rainfall, water expands across these lowlands and creates immense flooded landscapes. Rivers overflow into wetlands, lagoons merge with surrounding plains, and patches of higher ground become islands within a world increasingly dominated by water. The Llanos de Moxos form one of South America's largest wetland regions. Beneath these open landscapes are traces of extensive pre-Columbian human activity, including raised fields, causeways, canals, and settlement areas that reveal a much longer history of landscape management than the apparent wilderness suggests. Bolivia's rivers become the great highways of this northern region. The Mamoré, Beni, and their countless tributaries connect forests and wetlands across enormous distances before their waters eventually contribute to the wider Amazon River system. Travel southeast and the tropical lowlands continue toward Santa Cruz. Here, broad plains meet forested foothills, agricultural landscapes expand around the country's largest urban region, and Bolivia begins to feel dramatically different from the high-altitude world surrounding La Paz. Beyond the city, Amboró National Park occupies a remarkable meeting point between major ecosystems. Mountains, cloud forests, tropical vegetation, and deep valleys create an intricate landscape where the Andes transition toward the Amazon and other South American environments. South of these forests, Bolivia changes again. The valleys around Sucre lie among rolling mountains and dry inter-Andean terrain, where pale cliffs, cultivated hillsides, and historic settlements create a softer landscape than the extreme peaks farther west. Sucre itself sits within this elevated valley country, surrounded by layered hills beneath clear mountain skies. Beyond its white historic center, roads wind through rural landscapes where small communities and agricultural fields occupy valleys between rugged ridges. Continue south and the terrain becomes increasingly dramatic around Tarija. Vineyards spread across sunny valleys at high elevation, while surrounding mountains create an unexpected agricultural landscape far removed from both the Altiplano deserts and Amazonian forests. To the southeast, Bolivia reaches the Gran Chaco. This vast lowland region extends across international borders and contains dry forests, scrublands, seasonal wetlands, and broad plains shaped by intense heat and long distances between settlements. The Chaco reveals another version of Bolivia's immense scale. Roads cross flat horizons beneath enormous skies, vegetation stretches toward the distance, and the landscape can feel almost empty despite being part of one of the continent's great ecological regions. In the east, the country approaches the wetlands associated with the Pantanal. Rivers, marshes, seasonal floodplains, and forested areas create a water-rich frontier dramatically different from the arid mountains and salt landscapes thousands of meters higher in the west. Bolivia therefore contains one of South America's most remarkable elevation journeys. In relatively direct distance, the land falls from some of the continent's highest mountains through cloud forests and tropical valleys toward vast plains barely a few hundred meters above sea level. Seen from above, those contrasts become even more powerful. White salt flats give way to red lagoons and volcanic deserts, snow-covered mountains descend toward green valleys, and immense tropical rivers eventually replace the narrow streams of the high Andes. Salar de Uyuni may provide Bolivia's most famous image, but it captures only a fraction of the country. Beyond it lie Lake Titicaca, the Cordillera Real, the Yungas, Amazon rainforest, enormous wetlands, fertile valleys, dry forests, and lowlands stretching toward distant horizons. And that is where Bolivia reveals why it truly feels like South America's hidden giant. From one of the highest inhabited regions on Earth to tropical forests and flooded plains far below, this vast landlocked country contains landscapes on a continental scale, most of them hidden far beyond the endless white horizon of Uyuni.